Hurricane Irma boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Hi, my name's Colin. I used to be a chief engineer on Superyachts, but gave it all up to buy a hurricane-damaged Lagoon 450. My friends and I are fixing it up as we go, and are determined to circumnavigate the entire planet. So subscribe if you want some inspiration to live life to the fullest. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for? After getting struck by lightning and also finding cracked bulkheads in the boat, I had no choice but to go back to work on a super yacht to help pay for the repairs. I was not allowed to do any filming at work, but on my last day, I was allowed to do a quick engine room tour.
So behind me here, we've got the bilge and the fire pumps. They can do each other's job. So the bilge pump can act as the fire pump and the fire pump can act as the bilge pump. This is the kind of thing that super yachts need for redundancy. In case one of these fails, we need to be able to have a fire pump and vice versa. So again, that redundancy is super important for pretty much all the systems on the boat. Here we've got the sewage treatment plant and the black water and grey water systems. We've got two jet pumps down here. We've got a black water pump and a grey water pump, and again, they can do each other's jobs. So if one of them fails, the grey water pump can act as the black water pump. It all goes into the sewage treatment plant here. Here we've got the Alpha Laval fuel purifier. So this is a centrifugal system where it just spins the fuel and any impurities and moisture and water and stuff come out and go to the sludge tank. So by the time it's gone through the system, it's pretty clean. And we run this almost 24 hours around the clock so that the day tank, which is feeding the main engine and the generators, they're getting really, really good quality fuel. So this is an important piece of equipment and it's running almost around the clock. This unit behind me here is called the oily water separator. So when we need to pump the bilge out of a machinery space, it's got oily residues in it. So it has to go into a bilge tank, and from the bilge tank we use this system to get rid of that oil so that we're pumping just pure water overboard. And any oil that this system picks up goes into the sludge tank, and then we discharge that to shore. So this particular boat has one main engine. It's a Caterpillar C30, so it's a single screw. So all of the motor yachts I've worked on are twin screws, so it's quite unusual for me to only have one engine. There's no redundancy there. So we have to make sure this thing's serviced and running well. And then behind me there's a generator here and there's another generator over there. They're 104 kilowatts each. And when we're sort of maneuvering in close quarters or we're sailing, I'm always running two generators at a time. And then when we're just at anchor, sort of chilling out on charter, I can drop down to one generator and that can run the entire boat. Here we've got two water makers on board. They can make 2,000 gallons of water each per day, so plenty of capacity there. We've got two big water heaters or boilers behind us here. They sit at around 52 to 55 degrees Celsius, and I mean there's a jacuzzi on this boat. There's a lot of consumers of water on here, so I'm pretty much running one or two of these water makers around the clock if we've got a heavy charter with 8 to 10 people. So this is the air conditioning plant of the boat. This system has two compressors, two condensers. There's a raw water pump pumping salt water around the system to cool it down. There's also a chilled water loop which takes chilled water and sends it around the boat to cool down the different areas. So it all comes from here. This is the heart and soul of the air conditioning system.
While I was at work, I had no time to do anything for YouTube, but luckily my trusty crew were there to hold down the fort.
Focus on the episode.
He quickly showed Marty and McFly who was boss.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
Hey guys, we just left.
That's okay, he says, the title, but he's still typing.
We have to put that because we also
And really getting to know the friendly
sailing
sailing
community.
community.
I like that. Go there and then we edit it more.
Like what? I sorry, I'm lost.
We have spent our days
Half or I don't know if it's half or half.
We spent.
See? The land.
Yeah.
The aunt meeting.
And we are very grateful to be spending these times in the crazy world in the position where we are.
Like this.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
So my time at work had finally come to an end. I was so excited to be free and got an opportunity to catch up with an old friend on his brand new yacht. Here he is. As you can probably tell, I was super ecstatic to be off work, where I hadn't had a single day off in weeks. Let's go.
It is good. It is great.
Good! Finally, Colin made it to Miami. I'm here in Panama City, and tomorrow I'm gonna meet him.
Hey guys, so now I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm in this nice little apartment, finished the charter season. It's been crazy because I can't get into Panama, so I'm stuck in the States. The only way to get in right now is by boat. So I'm seriously considering buying a boat, getting it seaworthy and sailing it into Panama. They're not letting any planes in. But I'm pretty excited right now because I'm about to go to the airport to pick up Martina. She's gonna fly up here. She's almost in Miami. And we're just gonna hang out together and wait till we can get into Panama somehow.
Okay, first part made. I have my ticket, my passport, and yeah, now only security control and we're in the US. Then we have the customs, but let's say 50% of the things is done and hopefully everything works.
So lucky, Mike from Seawater Pro, the water maker company, he's kindly offered to lend me his car. So I've got this car that I can use for the next few weeks. So grateful. Cheers, Mike, appreciate it. Okay, so I got a crazy story for you guys. It took me 64 hours and 6 different airports to get from Europe to Fort Lauderdale, and here's why. Met up with my friend Wally from New Zealand. I used to play rugby with him, really good friend, and he's sailing around the world now in his brand new Hansa 45-foot yacht. So we went sailing, and then from there I had to try and make it to Fort Lauderdale. So my first stop was Germany, and I got through to Germany and everything was fine. I go to board the plane in Germany to go to Washington, and they wouldn't let me on the plane. And I argued and I argued, and I know I'm allowed to go because I've got a B1, B2 visa. I've got all the paperwork needed. And so I was doing everything right, but they wouldn't let me in. I said, so what am I meant to do? And by this time the plane was already leaving, so I missed that flight. And I had to figure something out real quick. But because it's coronavirus time, there's hardly any flights anywhere. So I just thought I'll come out of the airport and I'll find a hotel and I'll reassess the situation. But they wouldn't let me clear into Germany as a New Zealander. So I was stuck in the airport with nowhere to go. So what I decided to do was fly to Mexico, because Mexico's borders are completely open.
So I slept on the floor of the airport, waited for my flight in the morning. I flew to Paris, and then from Paris I flew to Mexico City, and then I was in Mexico. And then from Mexico I tried to fly into the States again. So I stayed the night in Mexico airport. In the morning I flew to Atlanta, and I tried to get through customs in the States again. And luckily, after a whole bunch of questions, they let me through and I made it into the States. But man, it was a stressful time. 6 different airports, 64 hours of traveling. And from Atlanta, I flew down to Fort Lauderdale, checked into my little apartment, and I'm here now. And I'm just gonna hang out. I'm going to the airport, pick up Martina, and we're just gonna chill for a little bit. And then we're gonna see how we can get back to Panama. There she is. As if you can't see me. Hola.
Hola, mi amor, y no jamás.
Yeah, I'm parked right away. Happy?
What's going on now?
We're going to a place called Top Golf in Miami. I've never been, but a lot of my friends have been. It sounds really fun. But you have to pay per hour on the booth in the bay. So I've just been giving Martina some lessons at home so we don't waste any of our time in the bay. That was fun, huh?
I love it. I had a lot of fun. I need to practice a little bit more, but it was super fun, and I have a good trainer.
There we go.
So here we are, this is the first step. I've got some exciting news for you guys, but first of all, we're just doing a coronavirus test now. It's 24-hour results, hopefully. So we need a negative result to do what we're going to do, which I'm going to tell you about now.
Actually, I don't mind another break. Thank you.
So we're all cleared into the Bahamas, baby!